Hello everybody, looks like we are live. Just getting things started. Welcome to Montezuma. It's, well, my thermometer says 76 degrees. Right now sitting in the car under very bright sunshine. It feels warmer than that, but at least it's not, apparently it was really hot yesterday and I'm not the least bit surprised. So far, since I've arrived, I have seen maybe three or four eagles, one or two ospreys, numerous purple martins, a couple of brown, I'm sorry, not brown, a couple barn swallows, a few tree swallows. I heard a robin. I've heard some song sparrows, a couple of them at least. Red-winged blackbird or two. I saw a mallard, a great blue heron. What else? I believe I heard at least one, well, probably just one, American goldfinch. Couple turkey vultures at least. Seeing one now. And that's most of it. I did see, actually, just as I was driving, just about to reach oh, hold on, what's that? Okay, turkey vulture. Just about to reach Wildlife Drive, but not on Wildlife Drive. I did see in the air a green heron. But like if we were being honest, we can't say that we saw one on Wildlife Drive. Oh, I did hear at least one catbird also, and I think that's just about it. Maybe hearing another catbird in the distance now. And maybe a different one now. I actually saw a little bit of rain on my way up, just for a few minutes. I think I ran my windshield wipers once. I mean, for like just once. Up and back, and that was it. I am hearing another catbird. I hear an American goldfinch. Hearing some song sparrows here and there. Maybe more there than here. See a turtle there on the road. Small, looked like an eastern painted turtle. Oh, that was I believe a song sparrow on the road for just a moment. Oh, and then just took off and went that way. I'm hearing a robin. Don't know what kind of a day we're going to have today. You know, like I've noted in the past, sunshine like this can be difficult for us. As beautiful as it is, it can be difficult to see, especially over long distances when we have sunny weather like this. So we'll make do. And I knew it was going to be sunny like this today, but yesterday it has looked as if it was going to be really rainy, and I thought, well, probably not a good idea to have the tour because of it. So, you know, we postponed. And I don't know if they received all that much rain here, and I don't believe they did in Ithaca either, quite honestly. But oh, what did I? Well, I just saw something, and it was very quickly above and now below the grasses. I cannot see it at all now. Anyway, today being a Sunday, we may end a little earlier than normal. It depends on how things are going. Allow me to get back and get ready for the rest of the week. Red-winged blackbird, just saw. Maybe hearing a swamp sparrow, and I believe I forgot one. I believe I did hear a chipping sparrow earlier as I was driving in. I may be wrong about that one, but not last night. Was it? No, not last night. Friday night. I just heard a marsh wren. On Friday night, I heard. I was outside and I was just looking around to see if I could see my neighboring red-tailed hawks, and no, they were nowhere to be seen. And then my neighbors came by. They're just passing by. Asked me if I was seeing anything, and I said no, which was true. I had been hearing something, didn't expect to see it, and unfortunately it was distant. But I was looking at the edge of a wooded area, and I saw a spot of red up high in the trees, and I thought at first, okay, maybe it's just on the other side of the tree. That's a great blue heron. You can tell by see, it's hard to tell, but look at the long legs, so for instance, even if you don't get a great view, that's not an eagle or a red-tailed hawk. The legs are kind of a giveaway. There's a bald eagle, an adult. Hey, focus. Anyway, the red spot, I thought, well, maybe, possibly, it's actually, just a red light on a car or something showing through the trees in a thin area. And so I essentially did what the hawks do. When you see them looking at something, they move their heads. That helps with depth perception and really to determine, I think, where something is, or at least that's the belief. That was a swamp sparrow again. So I took a step or two to the side, and two great blue herons just right now flying over. They flew over the road, and there they are. Anyway, took a couple steps, and I could still see the red. So, it wasn't, if it had been like a red light from a car or something on the other side, my view would have been blocked eventually by other branches or something. So the red was still there. ran and got my scope, and sure enough, it was a scarlet tanager, and it was singing. And unfortunately, it wasn't close enough to, and it was also getting darker, so I didn't get a really good look. But I watched it sing for a few minutes. Just heard a common yellowthroat. And anyway, it was a nice way to end the day. I believe I just heard another yellowthroat from this side, so I believe I've heard two now. So we're hearing marsh wrens from over on the right-hand side. And, crossing the road now are a number of starlings. And who is this? Is that a green heron? I think so. Green heron. Oh wait, no, that's not a green heron. Maybe it is, I don't know. Could that have possibly been, I didn't get a good look at it color-wise, but that might have been an American bittern, I'm not sure. And what I am sure of is that there's another great blue heron in the water down there. I'm almost positive we're not going to get a look at it, given where it landed and the way the grasses are. I'd have to look at that more closely. The video, I did record that, and that might have been a bittern, I'm not sure. Colors were a little bit off, I believe. I may be wrong, a little bit off for green heron, and the size may have been a little bit too large for green heron. Let me stop right here. I'm looking through the windshield, and I'm going to try to look with binoculars. Even when you get with an American bittern or even a green heron, especially when they're at vegetation, it can be very difficult to see them. And sure enough, I don't see anybody. If that was an American bittern, it's the first one I've seen all year. There goes the heron, that great blue heron. I think it caught a fish, but we're not going to get a good look at it from here. Caught something. Okay, it's in the grasses. We're going to let it go. Let me inch forward here just a little bit and see if... Oh, I see it! I see it! I see it! I see it! It's an American bittern. Yeah, we're going to turn around. Okay. Hopefully it'll stay where I can see it. Cool. Hopefully we'll be able to get a better look. A couple more starlings. It's still there. We're not going to get a great look, but we're going to get, I think we'll get a look unless it moves where we just can't see it. There's the camera. Here. We haven't seen a bittern in a while, so this is good to... So if you're unfamiliar, this is an American bittern, and it's in the heron family. Smaller than a great blue heron, larger than a green heron, and with the striping on its breast that we see right here, I would say it's likely a juvenile. And the only reason why I saw it is because I saw it fly in and then continued to look for it. First American bittern we've seen this year, and I believe we may have seen some last year, but this is definitely the first this year. I'm going to look around while you're looking at that. Sometimes, you know, you come up here, you see nothing. Or maybe you don't see much, but something like this makes it worthwhile. I love these birds, and it's a treat to see them. So you get a sighting like this, and it makes it all worthwhile, makes the trip worthwhile. Great blue heron has apparently consumed its meal, and it's flying on now. If you were to see one of these, an American bittern standing, you know, upright and next to some of the reeds that are here, they're almost impossible to see. Well, they are for me anyway. So like I said, for me this is a treat to see it. We'll stay with it a bit. I mean, it's interesting to watch. I'll try to maybe zoom in a moment. Well, like maybe now. We'll lighten it up a little bit just for detail. Just and temporarily. Because it is, I don't know if it's really truly backlit, but well, maybe I'll darken it. And we are getting a little bit of heat shimmer. See, this feels very hot right now. That eagle that we saw, the adult, earlier, is now in flight, by the way. I'm going to lose sight of it very, very soon by the looks of things. That was wonderful. Okay, but it's now walked into the grasses, and I don't see it at all. Now, maybe if I drive forward a few feet, I might be able to see it, but I don't believe so. Nice to see, though. That was pretty cool. I'm going to wait here a bit for it, possibly. Oh, I do see it. It's coming back out. Did it eat all already? Wow. Not bad. Came right back out. That eagle's back in the air and coming back our way, and I mean, I'm not gonna zoom in on it. It's not very close, but I think it landed in the same spot it was in before. I can't see it now because it's behind some branches. So again, if you're just tuning in, we're looking at an American bittern. It's in the great blue heron. It's in the same family as the great blue heron, the great egret, the American bittern. I'm sorry, the least bittern, the snowy egret, green heron. All of those are in the heron family, and we're watching an American bittern right now. Might be out of our view. Timing is so important. And you know, had we been here just a few minutes earlier, we would have missed this. Now we're getting some of that heat shimmer. With the naked eye, I'm not sure I can see it. No, I'm looking. I'm not sure I see it. Well, maybe I do, but there's no. I mean, I know where it is, but I can't. There's no way I would, without having known that it's there. There's no way I'd be able to see it or notice it, I should say. For all I know, there are more of them there. I don't see them. Well, I looked away for a second. Not bad. I'm going to lighten it back up just a little. Wish I could show you what it looks like with the naked eye. How hidden it is. So we're, you know, right now we know where it is, so we're able to kind of follow it, but we won't be on it all day, but this is just neat to see. There's another car that's technically, even though we're facing the wrong way, technically behind us, and I'm wondering what they're seeing, if anything, because they've been there a bit. I can't believe they're looking at this American bittern just because of the vegetation that would be blocking their view. You see some of the vegetation moving, but it doesn't feel like any of that breeze is coming in here. Just heard a swamp sparrow again. Maybe two. In the distance, by the way, I'll look with binoculars. I believe I saw it earlier. I haven't mentioned it yet, but I'm not sure if it might be a common gallinule. Try to look with binoculars while holding the camera. Actually, might be wood duck. Might be a wood duck or two. I'm not sure. We'll look at those in a moment. We've seen 3 successful strikes by this American bittern. Pretty cool. Really, you know, the birds of the heron family are pretty amazing. And again, you could say that about a lot of birds. I believe they are wood ducks, I'm hearing. And something seems to be disturbing them a little bit, or something. It's, I believe, a mother and babies. Let's take a quick look. Hopefully I'll be able to find the... Wait a minute. Is that a wood duck? Yes, that is a wood duck. And I thought I saw ducklings also. And there may be another... We may not be able to find the bittern again, I'm not sure. Is that the same one? Well, I saw a second, I don't know. Let's see if we can find that bittern again. We don't see them often, so let's see if we can find it again. There it is. Okay. Now, if this is the first time you've ever seen an American bittern, don't think that just because it, you know, it's so successful they can't miss. I'm sure there are times when they can miss. But this has been kind of a treat to see this. And we'll stay with it just a little bit longer. I hope it's not boring anybody, but oh, I see in the air, I thought I heard a rattle. I see a belted kingfisher. Let's see if we can see it because it's hovering. If I can get it. It just dove to the water, or it's diving in the water, maybe. Hold on. Dove down near the water. I can't keep up with it like this, sorry. And I can't even see it right now with the camera. I see it with the naked eye. There it is. Shoot. Just dove to the water and I've lost sight of it. Okay, back to the the American bittern, if we can. There you are. This is actually a little bit better. Just by the lighting right now, you get a slightly better look, just because it's a little, kind of, sort of, a little bit out of the sun. We have some vegetation blocking our view, but these birds are amazing. Ever since I saw the very first one I've ever seen, which was at Sapsucker Woods, and the credit goes to Mark Chow, I've wanted to see them more and better. Uh-oh. In terms of vegetation, that last step or two made a real difference. Maybe I could back up and improve the view. And you know, I wonder, up ahead, or behind us I should say, there's some people. I don't know if they're out of their vehicle and seeing something or not. Oh, they're regulars. Okay. I think I know who they are. They may or may not be seeing something. I don't know. I think we're going to move along. Let me just back up just a little bit, see if maybe we get it back in view. Possibly, but maybe not. Okay. No, it doesn't look like it. But anyway, that was wonderful. And we're going to move on as soon as we can turn around. Well, before we do that, let's look back here again. What I'd love to see is a least bittern also, but can't get everything. Can't have everything. Okay, I'm gonna switch cameras. So often a sighting is just a matter of luck, and that was certainly a matter of luck. Let's go to this side and maybe I was starting to wonder, you know, if we're not going to see any bitterns this year. I see. Okay, some turtles. Let's keep moving. You know, last week we were here on Wildlife Drive, or last weekend I should say, and you know, we didn't see really anything special or out of the ordinary. Don't get me wrong, we saw some nice things, you know, a few, but nothing out of the ordinary for us. So, you know, to catch sight of an American bittern like that was, you know, for me anyway, it's kind of special. Now, some people here, I don't know, well, I think you can probably see them. They're in the observation area, one of the official ones. I wonder if they're seeing anything. I have a feeling they're not. Just judging by the way they're looking around. Doesn't mean there's nothing there. And, you know, maybe, you know, when it comes to birds like American bitterns and least bitterns, you know, really the thing to do maybe is to look every inch of the way, keep stopping and looking at every little bit with binoculars, and probably should be doing that, but there's only so much time for us. So I don't do that. Even when there is time, you know, it can be frustrating to try to examine every inch and hopefully not miss anything. I do see some common gallinules. A mother, well, I don't know if it's a mother, but definitely an adult and young. One, two, so at least two young. Oh, more than that. Maybe four. Unfortunately, they're not. Oh, what did I just see? Shorebird of some sort. Oh, shoot. Something just came in for a landing over there. And there is a great blue heron over there in that area. By the way, grass or just greenery, no water that can be seen. Is that something right there? Hold on one second here. Might not be. No, maybe not. Okay. Maybe more, maybe another gallinule and chicks. Shoot, they just kind of moved out of our view. I believe I mentioned the great blue heron already. It's over here. Dealing with a fish. Big fly or something in my car. Okay, now, going to the left. Had to land on my head a couple times. I hear a catbird. Now, as for that shorebird, I don't see it, but there was some sort of shorebird that landed. What was that making that sound? Don't know. Hearing a robin, I believe, sing. We'll keep moving. Okay, let's keep going. I was so glad not just to see the bittern, catch it in flight, but the fact is that it stayed within our view as much as it did was wonderful. I might be seeing a... Oh, who's this? Are these wood ducks? I think they might be. Look like it. A couple of them. But I might be seeing also, might be an eastern kingbird, I'm not sure. Looks like one. Type of flycatcher. And there we go. Oh, something just flew by. A yellow bird of some sort. No, I didn't get it. I might be seeing the very same kingbird again on a different stake or post or something. Let me just take a quick look at something. 1 second. Okay, moving on. Like I said, maybe I should have been looking every inch of the way for more, more of the kinds of birds that could hide, such as a least bittern or maybe another American bittern. Stop and look with binoculars from here. Some of the breeze is coming through. It feels awfully good. There's a rumor of a certain kind of bird that has been seen around, and we'll see if maybe we are lucky enough to get a look at such a bird. I won't say what it is because I don't want to raise any hopes. Let's see. Oh, way up in the distance I see some kind of white bird flying. Now it's below where I can see it. Okay, I see something we want to see. I see two, and there may be a third. Maybe a third. I see two in the distance, sandhill cranes. I also see a number of Canada geese, but we'll get to the geese later. Let's look at the cranes. They are not close, but maybe there's a chance they have a youngster with them, a colt. Let's take a look. Well, first of all, let me show you with this camera. They're not, like I said, they're not close. They're way over here. Oh, there might be a young one with them. Okay, cool. Let's see how we can do with the other camera, and if we have to, we may even switch to the teleconverter. One second. Oops. They have a colt with them. How beautiful. Okay. Now, unfortunately, they are far away, and it's hard to see. Look at that. Because of that distance and because of that bright sunshine, we can't get the kind of view I would like. Not by any means. This is what I was hoping to see. I heard that they might be around, and here they are. So again, these are sandhill cranes. There are 3 of them, 2 adults and 1 youngster, juvenile, known as a colt. And I guess, are they getting a little closer to us? Maybe. I'm tempted to switch, like I said, I'm tempted to switch to the teleconverter, which will give us a little bit of a closer view. I didn't even unpack it, really. I was like, oh, I probably won't need it today. I mean, I have it with me, but it's not 100% set to go. You can see that sunshine is giving us a problem. But let's see what we can do with the teleconverter. Let me leave things like this. You can keep looking while I try to get things ready. Try to keep my half an eye on the camera so you don't get completely lost. I have a feeling the people behind us see the sandhill cranes as well. Oh, and there's something in the air, a white bird of some sort, but it's probably a, looks like a gull. Okay. Oops. Alright, so we're going to make a quick switch, I think, if we can. And I know it's going to be shaky, but maybe it'll give us a better view if I can hold things steady. Okay, let's do that now. Oops. Where'd they go? Do I not see them any longer? Oh, come on. Oh, I see them. Let's see if I can get things steadied a little bit. Get my bearings. Not sure I see them. Oh, I see them with the naked eye. There they are. Now let's see what we can do here. That's a little better, actually. Still have that sunshine though, that's a problem. Oh. We might not be able to see them any longer today. I currently don't see them, although they were moving right along, so maybe they'll move clear of the grasses. Oh, that breeze feels good. Hold on, let me look with binoculars. Well, there are a lot of grasses there. Can't remember exactly where we lost sight of them. But I can't see them at all right now. My hope is that they're actually headed towards the water that is still there, and darken it up here, that is over here. That's my hope. Maybe if they go there and stay there, that would be great. But who knows? There could be water behind there. There probably is. Oops. And, you know, behind the grasses. And maybe they would be able to stay, you know, behind the grasses. Let me just look for a few more moments. Nowhere in... Oh, there they are. Wait. Yeah, there they are. Come on, Ferris. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, you know, I may have heard cedar waxwings earlier, and I just heard one now. Forgot about them. We've had a closer look at a colt than we're getting right now. And let me just say, they are adorable. Sorry it's shaky, but it's the nature of things. Well, it's still you. Where'd they go? Oops, I lost sight of them. Let me take a quick look. 1 second. I see one. There they are. Actually, I see two. Cute. Those grasses are pretty tall out there too, relative to the height of the colt. So it makes it that much more difficult to see it. We'll just watch a few more moments. If they were closer and we were getting a better look, it'd be a different story, but they are, you know, quite a ways away from us. I'm so glad I went into the visitor center and heard about the sandhill cranes and the potential for seeing them. That had me more on the lookout for them. I probably would have missed them otherwise. Okay, we're going to move on. Good to see them. Like I said, if they were closer, you know, one or two more looks, but if they were closer, it'd be a different story. But from here, we can hardly see them. If it weren't sunny, it would be a different story also. If it were nice and cloudy, we'd be getting a much better look. But still, a treat to see. A treat to see sandhill cranes anytime, but certainly when they have a young colt with them. All right, let's move on. I'm gonna switch things back. 1 second. Give me a moment. I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna get the